Saturday night. It's Christmas, and it's time for the Stars in Their Eyes Christmas Special. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Matthew Kelly.
The night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The shopping all done, the cards were all sent. 'Twas time to sit back and enjoy the event. In the living room, everyone's gathered together, safe from the raw, freezing cold winter weather. It's a time of surprises, of gifts and mince pies. It's time for the Christmas stars in their eyes. Yes, after all the hustle and bustle of shopping and office parties, you can close that door on all the commercial claptrap and finally relax and savour the spirit of Christmas in your own special way. Whatever Christmas means to you, there's no doubt it's a magical time, and we like to share some of that magic with you tonight. Think of all those magical things that happen at Christmas, like the tree lights breaking down half an hour after the shops have shut on Christmas Eve, like defrosting the turkey for 24 hours and it's still solid as a rock at 11 o'clock on Christmas morning, like deciding to spend Christmas alone and all your relatives miraculously appear on Christmas afternoon. These are the things that make Christmas special. I'll tell you what will make our Christmas really special. We've invited back 9 star guests to share with us not only their singing, but their thoughts and feelings about what Christmas means to them. And the first is Eulalie Reynolds from Harlesden in Essex. Let's see how she spends her time preparing for the big day.
I've come to the West End to see the lights and take in the atmosphere. Most of the Christmas shopping is done at last. Only a couple of presents left to buy. My friend and I enjoy this day because it's more relaxed and the pressure's off.
That's a nice scarf, isn't it? Eulali's coming.
Surprisingly, still, a lot of people still recognise who I am and still come up to me and goes, I know who you are, you're the girl in the stars in your eyes. There are so many lovely things to buy. Maybe if my singing career takes off, I could afford to buy them.
Splendid. Well, Christmas shopping wouldn't be the same without this playing in the background. It's an old song, but a very distinctive sound. Please welcome back Eulalie Reynolds as Ronnie Spector.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling. Come on, it's a lovely weather, we'll sleigh ride together with you. Ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's a lovely weather, we'll sleigh ride together with you.
did it. You did it. Well done. Now, you may remember Eulalie from the series. Eulalie prefers to sing rather than talk. She's what we call quietly petrified. Although with a voice like that, I don't know why, you're fabulous. Who will you be spending Christmas with this year?
Well, with my brother, and I might invite 2 friends over.
So it's going to be a quiet Christmas.
Yes, it will
Do
be.
you have a turkey for Christmas?
I usually cook a duck.
A duck?
A duck,
Yes,
yes.
we like a duck for Christmas, don't we? And what's the best present you've ever had?
The best present what I can remember is getting a VCR.
A video?
Yes.
A video recording? Do you know, I don't like those electrical things for Christmas. I like to give traditional things. So everybody's going to get myrrh this year, because you can't get more traditional than myrrh, can you? I think. But you're not going to get that. You're going to get your own special sleigh ride from us here. Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you very
Eulalie
much.
Reynolds as Ronnie Spector! Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your toes, Yuletide songs being sung by a choir, and folk dressed up as Eskimos. Mel Torme, 1946. Only in America could come up with lyrics like that. It's a romantic image of Christmas that only they seem to have. Mind you, he was probably on a beach in Florida when he wrote it. Our next star guest is Paul Dean. Does living in St. Helens give him a romantic view of Christmas, I wonder?
Well, St Helens isn't the most romantic place. I can think of more romantic places to be. Me and my brother always help my mum to get the decorations ready, but we never interfere in the kitchen because that's her domain. Christmas is very materialistic. It's all about money, shopping, everything's expensive. But to me, it's about spending time with your family at Christmas.
Happy Christmas, pal.
Cheers.
Fabulous. Perry Como, Andy Williams, Bing Crosby, they all brought a touch of romance to Christmas in their day. And here, bringing a touch of romance and a white Christmas in the 90s, is Paul Dean, tonight singing live as Michael Bolton.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten. Listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. With every Christmas card I write, your Christmases be one.
That place is fantastic, you know.
Thank you.
As I understand it, this will be your first Christmas away from the bottle factory. Does this mean you're going to start a career as a singer now?
Well, I'm always available.
Well, with a voice like that, you should. Now, you're going to spend Christmas with your mother this year.
I am, yeah.
What would you like to get for Christmas?
Well, I hope top sports car would be nice.
Yeah, right. What do you think you'll get?
Socks, probably.
Yeah, probably. Well, we'd like to give you your own very special White Christmas from us.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Dean as Michael Bolton. Anybody with an ounce of romance in his soul dreams of a White Christmas, except perhaps Ebenezer Scrooge. Scrooge! A squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching, covetous old sinner. If I could work my will, said Scrooge, every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled with his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart. Well, we're all entitled to our opinion, I suppose. So let's meet our next star guest, Chris Pavlou from London, and find out what his idea of a Merry Christmas is.
Working here at the Hedley Roberts Trust is more than just cash donations. I can actually have hand-on experience here. You know, working with these children.
Hi Melba, how you doing?
If you could feel the vibe and the warmth that's generated here, it would really bring you down to reality with a jolt, a big jolt. You know, it makes all your little problems that you've got in this life, that makes them seem tiny in comparison, you know, to what these kids have to suffer.
Santa!
It seems like a nice guy, about as far away from Scrooge as you're likely to get. So let's share in the spirit of a true Dickensian Christmas with Chris Pavlou.
20%. 25%.
Mr. Clean. No more Mr. Nice Guy. You say you're sick. Lord, I'm see. No more Mr. Nice Guy. No more Mr. Clean. No more Mr. Nice Guy. He said you're sick. Lord, I'm see. No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. Dickens never wrote a character as mean as you. That was fabulous. It's nice to see you brought all your friends with you as well. Tell me, Chris, what does Christmas mean to you?
Well, it has a meaning. It has peace on earth, but I would personally like to see peace on earth 364 days a year as proposed to one.
You wouldn't be offended if we gave you a present, would you?
Certainly not.
Well, we're going to give you this. Not in the spirit of Scrooge, but in the spirit of Christmas. Your own bar humbugs. Take a moment to share with your wife.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Pavlou as Alice Cooper. No more Mr. Nice Guy. And as we leave Alice Cooper, it gives me great pleasure to announce that he'll soon be taking up his new position as TV critic for The Sun. Now it's time for a brief interlude so that you can recharge your glasses and replenish your nibbles. Oh, and Auntie Ivy, go easy on the cherry brandy. Welcome back to part 2 of this special Christmas edition of Stars in Their Eyes. Christmas Eve 2,000 years ago and not a hotel room to be had. No change there, then. But Christmas is all about getting together with friends, and two people who became friends on the last series have teamed up tonight to give us a view of Christmas from a slightly different angle.
I think York is a really picturesque city. It's an excellent place to wander around, taking pictures. Photography is only a hobby of mine. What I really enjoy is music, and being invited back on Stars and Rise has given me an opportunity to strut my stuff yet again. It's going to be brilliant to perform a duet with a vocalist that I really admire.
Since appearing on Stars in Their Eyes, my life has changed completely, mainly because of the birth of Bethan. Everything turns upside down when you have a baby. So now I'm a mother, I've got a busy job, and I've just joined a new band. So it's going to be a very hectic Christmas, but I'm really looking forward to it.
Lovely. Christmas should be a time of joy and laughter and being with your loved ones, but it can also be a time of tears and sadness. To show us why, here's Deborah Meeks and Mark Rodway tonight singing live as Katie Lang and Andy Bell.
It's raining, it's pouring. My love life is boring. Pretty tears after all these years.
No sunshine, no moonlight, no stardust, no sign of romance. We don't stand a chance.
I always dreamed I'd find a perfect lover, but they turned out to be like every other one I loved.
We won't waste another
done, you two. What a fabulous teaming. And they even gift-wrapped the dancers. Did you notice that? Mark, you were so outrageous on the show last time.
Yeah.
What kind of reaction did it get from your parents?
Well, it was quite funny because my dad said if you ever call back onto the show, he says don't let him dress you up like a Christmas tree. So.
Sorry, Dad. Here you are, and we'd like you to have your very own Christmas tree.
Cheers.
From us. And Debbie, this is your first Christmas with the new baby. How old's the baby now?
Oh, she's 8 months now.
Is Bethan a good girl?
She's gorgeous.
And she doesn't keep you awake or anything?
Oh, well, you know.
What's going to be her first present, then?
Well, she seems quite advanced, so we thought a bike. Yeah. And, of course, a Grimsby Town strip.
A Grimsby
Yeah.
Town strip, of course.
Of course.
And we also like you to give her that from us. Her first teddy. Ladies and gentlemen, Deborah Meeks and Mark Rodway as Katie Lang and Andy Bell. We all enjoy receiving gifts at Christmas, even though it may be something we knew we were going to get: aftershave, deodorant, soap, you know, subtle hints about your personal hygiene. But the best presents of all are the ones that are a complete surprise, like giving your little sister an empty box and saying, "It's a My Little Pony that's bolted." Our next three-star guests surprised us all by who they became when they appeared on the show. Colin Grethy, David Clark and David DeRoik got together to talk about Christmas surprises they'd had or hoped to get.
Colin! David! What a surprise! Pint? Yeah!
Turned out nice again, hasn't it? Sit down, lads, I'll bring you a pint over.
This year, I have appeared in front of Her Majesty the Queen and 180,000 people
Hey, fancy that.
at the VE Day celebrations.
Appearing on Stars in Their Eyes is magical. It's brought me a super Christmas present. I'm going to do some voiceovers for film animations, something I've always wanted to do. A new challenge for a new year.
I entered Stars in Their Eyes for a bit of fun, and amazingly, I've ended up with an agent. I now have a 1-hour show, and have been absolutely snowed under with bookings from 1996.
Turned out nice again, hasn't it?
There's no doubt kids today are spoilt. Years ago, they were much more easily pleased. Hello, young man. What do you want for Christmas?
Please, Father Christmas, I'd like a toy soldier.
Ooh, I've got just the thing for you over there.
Ew, yuck. I don't want him. He's got 3 legs.
I'm Jake the Peg diddle-diddle-diddle-dum with my extra leg diddle-diddle-diddle-dum. Wherever I go through rain and snow, the people always let me know there's Jake the Peg diddle-diddle-diddle-dum with his extra leg diddle-diddle-diddle-dum. I had a dreadful childhood, really. I suppose I shouldn't moan. Each time they had a 3-legged race, I won it on my own. 'Cause I was born with an extra leg, and since that day begun, I've had to learn to stand on my own 3 feet. Believe me, that's no fun. I'm Jake the Peg diddle-diddle-diddle-dum with an extra leg diddle-diddle-diddle-dum. Wherever I go through rain and snow, the people always let me know there's Jake the Peg diddle-diddle-diddle-dum with his extra leg diddle-diddle-diddle-dum. I was a dreadful scholar. I found all the lessons hard. The only thing I knew for sure was 3 feet make a yard. To count to 10 I used my fingers, and if I needed more, by getting my shoes and socks off, I could count to 24. I'm Jake the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 225. I'm Jake the Peg, diddle-diddle-diddle-lum, with my extra leg, diddle-diddle-diddle-lum. Whatever I did, they said was false. They said, quick march, I did a quick waltz, and they shouted at me, put your best foot forward. Pat which foot? I said, it's very fine for you. You've only got a choice of two. But me, I'm Jake the Peg, diddle-diddle-diddle-lum, with an extra leg, diddle-diddle-diddle-lum.
Now then, what would you like for Christmas, young man?
Power Rangers, skateboard, and a mountain bike.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather have a Jack-in-the-Box instead?
No, thank you, mate.
Now everybody's got this stage, you know, some don't alone. Some like to mix up with the crowd, some like to be alone. It's nobody else's business as far as I can see. Every time that I go out, the people stare at me with me little ukulele in my hand. Hey, of course the people do not understand. Some say, why don't you be a scout, why don't you read a book? But I get lost no pleasure cause I'm playing on me you. Of course I take no notice, you can tell. But the sound advice will always stand. She said, you boy, do what I say, don't never go astray. If you keep this ukulele in your hand, yes, son, keep this ukulele in your hand. Made up my mind that I'll get wedding some 18 months ago. I also bought a book about the things I want to know. Just about a week ago, I got this hope of pride. I have to get it quickly in the middle of the night, and with me little ukulele in me hand. I ran along the road for Dr. Brando, but it didn't take him long to get his little bag of tools. I held his out and quoted spy, I gave him a book of rules. Out of the bedroom door he looked and smiled. He said, come along and see your wife and child. Oh, me heart was filled with joy. Ashin it was a boy. He had this ukulele in his hand. Oh, baby, he had this ukulele in his hand. Oh, he had this ukulele in his hand. Oh, baby, he had this ukulele in his hand.
And what about you, little boy? What would you like? Oh dear, what's the matter?
Everybody stops and stares at me. These two teeth are gone, as you can see. I don't know just who to blame for this catastrophe, but my one wish this Christmas Eve is very plain to see. All I want for Christmas is me two front teeth. Me two front teeth. See me two front teeth? Gee, if I could only have me two front teeth, then I could wish you Merry Christmas. It seems so long since I could see Sister Susie sitting on a thistle. Gosh, oh gee, how happy I'd be if I could only whistle. All I want for Christmas is me two front teeth. Me two front teeth. See, me two front teeth. Gee, if I could only have me two front teeth, then I could wish you Merry Christmas. It seemed so long since I could say Sister Susie sitting on a thistle. Gosh, oh gee, how happy I'd be if I could only whistle.
It's all very well going on about what they want. I'm the one who has to schlep round the rooftops risking life and limb and hypothermia. I'm the one who has to muck out the reindeers. Whoever stops to think about me, eh? I've got needs, you know. Has anyone ever considered it might be nice if someone bought me a little pressie?
I've been to school, I know the rules, I've learned my ABC. I've learned that 1 and 1 is 2 and 2 and 2 make 3. But there's only one thing puzzling me.
Where does Father Christmas hang his stocking? And where does Father Christmas go to bed?
Who brings all his presents just before the dawn? And does he get excited early on Christmas morn?
Where does Father Christmas hang his stocking? It seems to be a mystery because, oh yes, if Father Christmas has to hang his stocking, then tell me who is Santa Claus.
Where does Father Christmas keep his reindeer? And where does Father Christmas park his sleigh?
Does he hang his stocking near the Christmas tree? Or does he hang it on the bedpost just like you and me?
Where does Father Christmas hang his stocking? It seems to be a mystery because if Father Christmas has to hang his stocking, then tell me who is Santa? Oh, Santa of the Santa. Tell me who is Santa Claus.
Well done, boys, well done. David,
That's it.
do you have a favourite thing on Christmas Day?
I do, yes.
What's
I like to get up early in the morning and open all my presents.
Yeah.
And then just sit back in my comfortable chair and smell the turkey. And then I pluck it and cook it.
And this is your Christmas present. You finally get your front teeth. There you are.
Oh, how kind. Thank you.
David. Oh, hello. Now, what will you be doing this Christmas?
I'll just have a nice quiet drink with the lads up the pub.
You'd actually rather be entertaining, wouldn't you?
Yes, I'd love to be entertaining, yes, all the time.
Why
Because
is
I love
that?
the public. Just love the public.
And they love you as well.
Oh,
They
don't tell me,
do.
Mother, whatever you do.
They do. Here you are. This is yours. There's your Jack in the Box from us. Well
Thank you
done,
very
Pepper.
much.
Colin, what's your earliest memory of Christmas?
I was probably about 5, and I was lying in bed. Father Christmas had been. And I thought, shall I look at my toys now? And then I heard my dad coming in. And I thought, is he going to nick them or change them? And that's the year that he got a train set and I got an aftershave.
There's a special gift for you as well from us. It's an Action Man with an added appendage. Ladies and gentlemen, David Durock, David Clarke and Colin Grethy as Benny Hill, George Formby and Rolf Harris. Twas the night before Christmas, and so we have learned of what Christmas means to all those concerned, of peace and of hope and of wishes come true, and all of these things we wish unto you. Let the spirit that thrives so strong and so clear stay with us all for the coming new year. But now, as we come to the end of the show, we think of that first silent night long ago.
Silent night, holy night.
All is calm, all is bright.
we bid you farewell and we bid you good cheer until we return in the spring of next year. But one thing remains as we fade out of sight. A Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Christmas a bit more special. From everyone here, including all our 1995 finalists, good night and a Happy New Year!